Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. The shir is entitled Har Habyit number 119. Can the community follow their rabbi if he's a das yachiv? He's going against the ROV majority of poskim. It's a fascinating question. So then we've been talking about the role of the rabbi. What does he do? When the Sanhedrin says one way, he says another way. When the Beit Din says one way, he says another way. When a lot of rabbis around the world say one way, he says another way. That's from the rabbi's perspective, all the previous shurim. What about the community? What about the rabbi's community? So they hear the rabbi come out with a startling psak where most rabbis in the world are stringent and he's lenient. And he says something different than them. So we have a very important example in the Gemara Shabbat Daf Kuf Lamed, a well-known Gemara, Rabbi Eliezer de Mila, where the question there was, what acts are permitted on Shabbat for the sake of the Mila? The Rabbanan, the majority position, is only the Mila itself. You cannot carry the knife to shul if there's no Eruv. And you certainly cannot go ahead and make a fire and make a knife on Shabbat. What Rabbi Eliezer holds, if you don't have the knife, you could prepare the knife on Shabbat. Machshirei Mila, preparatory acts are permissible as well on Shabbat, if that's what's needed for the Mila. So we certainly don't hold that way. That's the minor opinion against a majority, and it's a safek adol right, a biblical doubt. Yet, in Rabbi Eliezer's town, they followed him. And the question is, was it right? Was it wrong? The Gemara goes on to say, on the daf, Kuf Lamed Amud Aleph, what does it say? They followed him in the town, and Hashem blessed the town. And sometimes there were even decrees, not to have Mila, and other decrees against neighboring towns. And it didn't apply to them, which is wild. It's one thing to tell me that it's all right what they did. To tell me that they actually had a high level of hashgacha protection, it's a big chiddush. Maybe the Gemara is saying that they followed their Rav, and it was a scary thing to do, to follow their Rav and carry a knife on Shabbat, no Eruv, because their Rebbe said to do that against everyone else. But they held by their Rav, they had tremendous comfort of Rav, and they held by the halachic system, and the halachic system tell them, Aselach Rav, you have a Rav, you carry that knife. That's what you need to do the Brit Milah. You can and you must carry it so you can do the Brit Milah. So it seems clear from the Gemara that everything we discussed in the previous 5-6 shirim b'Psak, that was regarding the rabbi. Regarding the community, if they follow a certain Rav, then what that Rav says, they follow. Unless, of course, within the community, you have a big Talmud Chacham, and then you have a new question. Can he go ahead and argue with the rabbi? But till that happens, a simple pshat is that the community follows the rabbi, even if he is in the minority opinion, they could and should follow him, if that is the set Rav of the community. Shalom.